Hey guys, Magnus, the one that it's like kind of like Shaker. It depends a lot on whether you're able to get your ult going properly. Is it well timed? Is it in accordance with whereabouts of your allies? And it's kind of like, yeah, it's just one of those. The hero depends a lot on his ult. That is the biggest impact. There's a couple of items that you just must get, or maybe a item. Everything else is pretty much optional. Even if you play him as support, it's not that big of a difference, because yeah, your your job is always just using your ult in the best way possible, and then whatever happens after that is kind of your team's business. When you cast a couple of your spells, then it's up to them to just finish them off. So how would I play him? I usually play him as an, I can't even say, maybe more towards offlane build, offlane-ish build. You can also play it as support post 4. I kind of play him more as offlane-ish because I like getting Scepter kind of early. Scepter is not what it used to be. They changed it. It used to be 3 rays back and forth. Now it's just 1. And the explosion effect is kind of like Elder Titan Salt effect, but it's still, I think it's a great upgrade. So after boots, of course, boots you can decide. Some people like mana boots, so you can spam shockwave and other stuff, keep buffing your buddies. But yeah, it's up to you. You can have boots, you can have tranquil boots, arcane boots. That this can be very. It can be threads if you want more attack speed. Let's say you buff yourself, or you're playing some really high damage build. Buff yourself, do some nice splashes, cleave damage. Let me just put one of them here. Okay, so one item, as usually that's team with the heroes that depend a lot of their ult, is Blink. Blink is definitely must have. There's no way you'll be able to just run around, walk into everybody and get all 5 of them stunned. Even with Skewer, it's almost never gonna happen properly, and never how you want it to happen. So Blink, you always have to get Blink. I get Blink as the second item, just because of this and the Skewer combo. Because usually what you do is just blink in, you would pull them all back in, and then you just push them back towards your team, towards your tower, whatever it is. With Skewer, it gets everybody that's in his way. So it can get all 5 of them on this. That is something where you can even end the whole story with this hero pretty much. You're blinking in, trying to pull as much as you can, bringing them back, casting the shockwave. It's kind of where your story ends in a fight, pretty much, as you can say it. And of course, you're giving somebody a buff. But yeah, if you want to go further than that, and it's not even a problem. It's not even a problem with Magnus. But yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff you can get. So let's say you go Scepter, get a nice effect like this. You can do that. You can get Shard. Shard is also like another AoE where you just stun everybody in your way, and you almost like throw them over your head back. They're all stunned. So yeah, it goes with ult. You would pick them up all with ult, toss them back, and then you like just turn and like further back for more damage. So I like getting Shard always. And just be aware it can be tricky with mana, especially early. This is like it's a lot of mana. Shockwave plus the Horn Toss plus the ult. It can be a lot of mana that you don't even have left anything for Empower, so you can't even buff anybody. So always be careful. You might want to get Soul Ring also. Soul Ring is fine for that extra mana. It can give you the whole ult value, because it's exactly 150 mana, if I remember correctly. But yeah, so you can get Scepter, you can get Shard. All of them are fine. Black King, if you want to fight after you do all of the nice stuff, it's definitely not expected from you to just then stay and fight and kill everybody like you're some. You're just not playing that type. You're already done your pretty much your job when you do all of this. But yeah, you can get that. Refresher Orb is a huge item that works for you as amazing as, for example, if Enigma had it or Tides. Maybe people like making a good silencer for that extra silence effect. So if you have this, if your blink is so successful that you catch like 4 of them with polarity, and then you get horn toss, and then you get shockwave, of course you'll have enough time to refresh and then do all of that again. Yeah, you can just solo the whole enemy team there pretty much. I mean, they're gonna be pretty much done. Your friends will have like, what is this on 375? Like they'll have more than enough time to just kill everybody, no matter your pick. It's a lot of money though. It takes a lot to farm. It's also a lot of mana. Also, always have to keep in mind the mana with this guy. This guy is kind of like really weird with mana, small mana pool. So there's that. That's kind of more for late game. Some people rush it as soon as like second or third item even. They just get blink, they just get arcane boots, and they just immediately rush refresher. Some people like that. Some make scepter, some make blacking bar, and then let's say you wouldn't go for refresher maybe, or you wouldn't go for scepter, you would get Daedalus maybe. So get the bonus damage and just cleave with crits while fighting under blacking bar. You can get that. In support version, a lot of people like getting Aeon Disc because it's kind of important not to get killed before you can get this off. Yeah, it's kind of like dying with Enigma. If Magnus dies like somewhere on the map, or he's been caught sleeping somewhere on the map, it's a huge loss to just die with this up. It's pretty big, so people like making this anyways, even on the offlane version. Yeah, also Force Staff. It can just be another tool for you to get in, get out. You have this, you have Force Staff, you got Blink. So if you want to fly around the map, you can do that as well. The good old halberd as usual. You can just get in, do your ult, do the horn toss if you have it. Maybe your team doesn't get to kill everybody in time, so some nasty right clicker survives. You get this ready when he gets out of the stun. So that's also good. Assault, of course, for the attack speed, nice AoE. Debuff in armor for the enemy team when you got them all under this and your whole team is hitting them while they're disabled. Shiva also works great. Another AoE on top of all of this. Heart is also fine. More towards offlane. So there's just a lot of stuff that you can go. All of this works, but pretty much you're just getting blink. Pretty much just getting blink, and anything else is more than enough for this guy. If you have blink and shard, you're pretty much doing a whole lot. It's kind of what's expected from you. Nobody's like, oh my god, Magnus just didn't tank enough damage, he just died after casting all of his spells, is such a bad hero. Nobody thinks that. People will be more than happy for you if you just do correctly your blinks, your ults, and then anything if you have. Everybody kind of knows then it's their job to do their part and kill the enemy team. But yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff that you can go and everything works. Like super fun refresher orb. So that's pretty much with the items. Yeah, one item that you could also get is a Lotus Orb. That also works. I never find this, man, like here. See, I can't even find it. I'm so used to typing stuff. Lotus Orb also works. Again, your ult expires. They wanna go on you. Maybe some nasty stunner survived, some ints, some guy with hex stun. Immediately cast this maybe on your carry, maybe on yourself, who's the closest, on your support, whatever, and also it will get you value, gives you armor, gives you regeneration with mana, importantly, that you need anyways. So that also works. But yeah, so many, like all of this, everything works on this guy. Let's see the talents. Talents, I would say I would take Empower on this one. Like you don't want to just run around trying to buff everybody every 5 seconds or 10 seconds. It goes off pretty quickly, so I just like taking this. It's a nice team kind of upgrade on spell. Second one depends, but I would usually take strength. Like I said, you kind of need to survive. You need to do your job with the ult, and this kind of gives you more chance to survive. Skewer cooldown, you'll probably get to use it only once before the whole thing happens, so it doesn't matter really at all. It's already like a decent cooldown. Now, level 20 shockwave damage, of course. You just want to do as much damage as quickly as possible before they wake up out of their stuns and stuff. Your stuns, actually. And then the last one, if you have a refresher, this becomes really great. The left one, 1 second extra becomes 2 seconds extra. In Dota, that's a whole lot of time. It's a lot. Empower damage also works. It's only 10%. Maybe there's like a very fast carry in your team. Maybe there's, I don't even know. Maybe there's a Faceless Void. So it kind of works on him if he's gonna open with his stuff and your stuff doesn't matter that much. But yeah, usually I like this. It becomes really strong with the refresher, and usually if the game goes long enough, even if you get some items, you kind of always want to try to make this at least. Kind of like with Zeus, you always want to get it at some point if the game goes long enough, so this is always a good value. So yeah, I think that's it. It's a tricky hero to play for sure. You can fail a lot of the times with your blink and skewer. Sometimes it's too short and they all get away. You look like a complete idiot when you do it, but it's something that you have to get used to until you perfect the hero and his utility. So that's it, I think. That's the whole Magnus. Just practice. Think about what you want to play, what role you want to do. Always be careful to survive. Always hide. Now, you're not supposed to be there in the front line when the fight is about to begin. You do need to be on the front line, but you need to attack from where nobody can see you. You always should be like behind some tree, hiding in the back, and then just blink in and do your stuff. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Okay. I'll see you guys in the next one.